from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, or Asia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat. To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab. Now, as you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want. You can find all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
So, we're back to the third and final campaign video. After this, I'm just going to focus on the other mode that we have on the beta. Still 1-0. Test chat. Let's get backgrounds around here. Not on the food. $89.94. Nice. We're done.
They say the good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave, even if you did poke a hole in their fence. Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Right, let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
What the heck are the Indian peafowls? Oh.
Now then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open an information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose gandering would just be for geese. Expand their social welfare and we can get a bit more detail.
I can't see any of them. Oh. Expand the social welfare.
Now, they've clearly got plenty of space and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong.
We need more adults.
Right, as you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Well, off you pop to the animal market.
3 more peafowls. Oh. Adopt. Adopt and adopt. Now we need to get them on the zoo. I just made a ram. Send to zoo. And send to zoo.
Good work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
Snow leopards right there. Where are you?
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barriers for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
How do I... Is it even increasing? I don't think it is now. Oh, that one.
Of course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot, even with the terrible British weather. You should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
Open the temperature view map. I don't know how to do that, to be honest. Heat map, maybe. Oh.
As you can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can. Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered. You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them.
Sure.
It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopards' terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
Can turn the heat map off again.
There. All of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should go into zoo management and then into the animals section.
Timberwolf, what do you need? Oh. You need enrichment. So, let's take care of that. So, management.
As you can see, this list shows you the animal's overall welfare. So, if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button. Right, I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
Sure. Right. Increase the freeze for a bit, so let's think of this in the other chat, shall we? Is the timer still on lockdown? How do I no, not that way. Turn the camera off. Unbox anymore. So we already dehydrated. That means we need water in there. Limited last month. Yeah, water, but why are you dehydrated? Small heater, small cooler. Football for this. We need the Reamer ones. Ring-tailed Reamer. There we go. Volleyball, small water pipe, volleyball. Let's get one over there. One up top of the woods thingy. Now let's unbox you and you and you. Nutrition. Grass clipper. Oh. Then can you get, yeah. On root. Need to get to a represent on root already, so they might be starving. We also need the clipper on this one. There is one coming already. And it's close to death. I'm gonna see the clipper too. Yeah, we do. Yes, you do. You need beef fowl or welfare. And we need also the clipper to that one. While we wait, I think we have met you anymore. Need a paper, come on, hurry up. Need a paper as fast as possible. Seven. Five. That means the problems are being addressed. I hope. Can you even move you? No, you can't. There's the paper. Right there. Is that the red something? That's the mechanic. Oh. 2 hours on the Reamer. Yeah, that's the Thirsty and the other one, yeah. Why are you not? Let's just wait for a bit, Alice. Oh, you are in there. Ah. So, what else do you have to do? Habitat. Terrain, grass sorts. Facility, nature, yeah. So we need more soil and more grass. So which one? Why do I have it? Why can't I select the... I think I messed up. Oh, there. I need to select a rimmer. Just need one. There you are. Put the camera. I want to select you. Habitat is good on this one. Terrain. Right, so we need short grass. Too many grass short grass, I mean. More soil. There you go. Enrichment. Food enrichment. Food enrichment. Where's the food one? Mirror, rambo. Food, yeah. There is one. Oh. We still have 5 issues, so I don't know how can you. Maybe if you got a vet, would it be better? I don't know. That's all we have to do. Take care of the rimmers. Let's hope the issue gets fixed right now. What even is this? Forest box. Here's one. 3. Maybe if you like both, it will work. Then I would have to move the rock, or at least just so the people can access that rimmer over there. Maybe he was stuck in his own enclosure. What's your wrapping? That one. And that one. And that. And that. Wrapping 1, 3. That's one. Maybe behind the, yeah, right there behind the rocks. That's another one. And we need one last bracken. Where even is it? I can't really see it. Boxtail, tree. That one? Palm tree? Yeah. Where even is the other bracket? I can't really see it. Oh. Yeah. Not the rock, the bracket, yeah. Now, are you happy? Are you happy? Yes, you are. This one. Welfare on the Timberwolf. We need nutrition. Let's call the Clipper and the vet. Now we just need toy and food enrichment. Don't forget to change into the Timberwolf. There you go. Dog ball. Yeah, dog ball. Let's get right community in there. Toy enrichment. Ice ball, two toy cardboard box. Let's get this into, yeah, that's the trick. What else do you need? We also need long grass. No, we need less grass and soil. Not send it, dipshit. I think that's all of the needs complete. Oh, we need to increase the welfare, so let's continue. What do you have of the animal waste? Zoopedia, no, not the Zoopedia. So, animals, yeah. We still have one more boxed in. Let's take care of that, shall we? 75% still. The hippos are a bit low, so is the ostrich and the elephants. Oh, and the Timberwolf is still a bit grumpy. Nutrition, nourishment. Does he even have a stuff crate? Yeah, he does right there. Hungry, so you need food. You need food. Food rate large. Let's grab the creeper as well. Anything else? I think so. We also need to ascend. So we need to do that with oops. Soil, we need more soil. on the rock. There. The scent is taken care of. How are we doing on the objective? 79. Almost there. So we just have to look at the, I don't know, hippos. Whoever is the lowest, I guess. Just habitat environment. Yeah, let's look at the hippos. Why are you under the water? Like, Right, so first things first, social. Too few adults, so we need to adopt. We need to adopt more adults, but we don't have any right now. Oh, we do here. No, we don't. Just history. How can I? Maybe I can because it's the better version. So let's look at another one. Enrichment, the giraffe, yeah. What do you need? Where are you? No. In the market, yeah. Food enrichment. Habitat. Feeding stations, enrichment. I'll change it to the giraffe. African, Cadabra. I think we're the giraffe. Thank you. Pillar.
Not bad. Not bad at
And
all.
done.
I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of the training with flying colours. There's still lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
So I'm sorry that the video took too long to complete.
Sounds like you've got the whole zoo purring away nicely.
I do hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did playing it.
All the appropriate noises.
And please drop a like, comment, subscribe. It would be much appreciated.
Don't tell her I told you, but Nancy
And share
wasn't
with
sure
your
to
friends
last
if you want to.
morning. So we're happy this is working out, and Nancy owes me a
So
foxy
until
coffee.
next time, I am Homer
As
20.
strange as it seems, considering we just met, when I look at you, I feel like you're the child I never had. After the one I did have, obviously. But you see, zookeeping's not for my daughter. Don't get me wrong, Emma absolutely loves animals, but she set her sights somewhat higher. Wants to save the entire planet. I'll just settle for saving a couple of species. And maybe having a type of frog named after me.
So I'm Homer 20, and I'll see you next time. See ya.